I'm unhappy, and I'm not just unhappy with the cowboys who were running down Haitians and using their reins to whip them. I'm happy with the administration. We are following the Trump policy. He is the one that does not follow the Constitution and would not allow those seeking refuge to be able to petition to get into the country. What the hell are we doing here? What we witnessed takes us back hundreds of years. What we witnessed was worse than what we witnessed in slavery. Cowboys with their reins again whipping black people, Haitians, into the water where they're scrambling and falling down when all they're trying to do is escape.
What's up, everybody? Joe Collins here, candidate for Congress here in California. Getting ready to head back to CAGOP convention. I am a delegate, but I think about 40 people sent me this video of Maxine Waters doing this nonsensical rant about her thoughts on Haiti. And I'm gonna tell you this, it's another example of Democrats completely missing the mark on what's going on in society, right? And I think that it's ridiculous. This is why we need to turn over and people in office, period. I mean, 80 years old, come on now. You're too old for this. Now, the way she missed the mark is because she said that what's going on at the border is Trump policies. I don't know if I'm missing something, but Joe Biden's been in office for the last 8 months, right? And so these are not Trump policies. And even if Joe Biden, Trump, and he has tried to undo every single thing that Trump did for this country, whether it was good or, in his opinion, bad. And so every time Joe Biden messes up, you can't go out here and start yelling, Trump did it, Trump. Joe Biden's the president. Get that straight. Joe Biden is the president of the United States, and he is taking this country to hell in a handbasket. And I called it a long time ago. Another thing she said is there are cowboys whipping people at the border. Now, that's another issue where she missed the mark. It's not that cowboys are at the border and it's the fact that since Joe Biden has been in office, I think a little over people from Central and South America have snuck into our border illegally, right? Now, when you get 15,000 black people, Haitians come to the border, cross the border, all of a sudden, Joe Biden want to act. He want to get some action. The border is all of a sudden a problem. You know what I'm saying? But before then, it was cool. It's not a problem. It's not, oh, we got it under control. That was the issue. It has never been about the Border Patrol doing their job with the resources that they have. It sucks. It's like slavery with them being on horses. But that's not the problem. The problem was all of a sudden you have black people crossing the border. Now you want to act, right? And I'm going to tell you, Haitians, along with a lot of black people, have a lot of conservative values, and they're conservative by nature. Now, you're saying you're pissed off at the administration, the same administration that you supported getting into office because you said they were better than Trump. This is the administration that you said you pissed off at, right? But are you mad because it benefits you? Are you truly mad? Because from where I stand, you're the person who has a victim mentality, but you're also the person who sits in Congress and have the ability to write laws, if you weren't so damn lazy, that can benefit people, right? Or let's take it into another context. You said you've been working with Haitians for 30 years. Which Haitians are you talking about? Are you talking about the Clintons, Hillary Clinton brother? Are you talking about that Haitian? Or are you talking about actual Haitians? Because if you've been working with them for 30 years, you've done a terrible job. For them to want to travel 3,000 miles from Haiti to the United States, for 30 years, you have completely failed in. You've been in Congress for 30 years representing areas of Los Angeles, right? You failed on that as well. The 28th district, they used to be there. The 35th used to be there. Now the 48th, now you're here. And we're about to get a new district. And you are currently the congresswoman until I take that seat in 2022. But you have failed our district and you've been there for over 30 years as well. So what you're telling us is long-term effects of you being in office is failure. Our education, we're 48 out of 50, dead last. We have no quality. Okay, our district is a mess. Your house is nice. Our district where we live at, it's a mess. So that was the effects of you being in office for 30 years. Failure. But a nonsensical rant, and I think this is one thing that people have to stop doing. We have to stop thinking that just because somebody is calling people out exposure culture, that you're doing something, that you're fighting. That's not fighting. If you're in Congress, pass laws, remove laws, do something that's actually going to help people in the long run. Get some jobs back. It's the problem I have with you Democrats. All right? Elijah Cummings. Trump gave Elijah Cummings $17 billion to rebuild Baltimore. Where is that? Where's that money? We've gotten tons of money to every single inner city, yet they don't build anything. You don't provide anything of value. No jobs, no positive education, no nothing. And you're always blaming people for your failures, for your mistakes. And people eat it up. Oh, Obama couldn't get nothing done because he didn't have the House and the Senate. Well, he passed hella laws for LGBTQAA++. He passed a lot of immigration laws, but he couldn't do nothing. You Democrats are so good at being sympathetic to people who destroy your communities. You're so sympathetic to a party who used to rape black women, who used to enslave black people. And then, oh, well, it's the Dixiecrats, and they turn to Republicans, yada, 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 yada. Bullshit. We got to stop thinking that people who are just talking about issues are the people that's working for you. You got two types of people, and there's some Democrats as well as Republicans, because it's a lot of conservatives who do the same shit. They get up there, I'm going to expose you, and I'm going to do this, and you want to talk about people's downfalls as if you live in a rock house and your house is glass as well. Like you don't have nothing in your past. You want to expose everybody, but you're not on the ground doing anything that's going to benefit. You're not doing anything that's going to improve the quality of life of people who live in these districts, in these communities. You're not helping win elections. You're just sitting on a pedestal talking shit. And that's what we're tired of. That's all we get from you old ass politicians. Shit talk. That time is over with. You're the Congresswoman now. In 2022, I'm taking that seat. The last guy who ran, he didn't take it serious. He wanted to be famous. He got 30,000 votes. Whoop the fucking dude. I got 80,000 votes. We took that district from a D plus 54 to a D plus 24. And y'all cheated too, and we know you did. Even the county, the office said that they didn't verify no signatures, but you take that. You take that L. However much you got to cheat to get it, you take it. But in 2022, that seat is mine. So you can sit up here doing all these rants and talking about you pissed off about this and that, but we all know you're not doing shit for our community, period.